On September 6, 2023, a pulse of gamma rays washed over Earth. It lasted less than a second, but in that fraction of a moment, it carried more energy than our sun will produce in its entire lifetime. This was GRB 230906A, a short gamma ray burst, the signature of one of the most violent events in the universe. For 2 years, astronomers studied it. They traced it back 8.5 billion light-years to a tiny galaxy in a stream of debris. And what they found changed our understanding of where gold, platinum, and the heavy elements in our bodies come from. This is the story of GRB 230906A. Every piece of gold you've ever seen, every wedding ring, every necklace, every bar in a vault, was forged in a cosmic catastrophe like this one. Neutron star collisions are the universe's factories for heavy elements. They create gold, platinum, uranium, and dozens of other elements through a process called rapid neutron capture. This could be an indication that tidal interaction between galaxies can trigger star formation, and 2 neutron stars can end up merging. In this documentary, we'll take you through the complete story of GRB 230906A, from its initial detection to the painstaking multi-telescope investigation that followed, from the physics of neutron stars to the chemistry of gold. And we'll explore the profound implications, not just for understanding the universe, but for understanding where we come from. Gamma ray bursts were discovered by accident. In the 1960s, the US launched the Vela satellites to monitor for Soviet nuclear tests. Instead, they found something far stranger: brief, intense flashes of gamma rays coming from deep space. For decades, their origin remained a mystery. Astronomers didn't know if they were from our galaxy or the edge of the universe. For 30 years, astronomers didn't know what caused gamma ray bursts. Astronomers now know there are 2 main types of gamma ray bursts. Long GRBs last more than 2 seconds and come from the collapse of massive stars, hypernovae. Short GRBs last less than 2 seconds and come from the merger of compact objects, neutron stars or black holes. GRB 230906A was a short burst, lasting just 0.9 seconds. That told astronomers immediately what they were dealing with. The energy released in a gamma ray burst is almost incomprehensible. In just seconds, a GRB releases as much energy as the sun will produce over its entire 10 billion year lifetime. These are the most powerful explosions in the universe since the Big Bang itself, and GRB 230906A was one of them. To understand GRB 230906A, you must first understand neutron stars. When a massive star explodes as a supernova, its core collapses into an incredibly dense object, a neutron star. These are the densest objects in the universe outside of black holes. A single teaspoon of neutron star material would weigh billions of tons. Neutron stars are small stars about 15 kilometers in diameter, with 1.5 times the mass of the sun. They are extremely dense. Many massive stars are born in binary systems. When both explode as supernovae, they leave behind 2 neutron stars locked in a gravitational dance. Over hundreds of millions of years, they lose energy through gravitational waves and spiral closer together. Eventually, they touch, and when they do, the result is catastrophic. When 2 neutron stars occasionally collide with one another, they can produce important elements like gold and platinum and generate gravitational waves that ripple across space. When 2 neutron stars merge, they produce a kilonova, a brilliant explosion that outshines entire galaxies. This explosion is so energetic that it creates the conditions for rapid neutron capture, the R process, which forges heavy elements like gold, platinum, and uranium. The merger also produces a short gamma ray burst, like GRB 230906A. Such explosions generate kilonova emissions, bright halos of light that are one of the main sites of heavy element production in the universe. On September 6, 2023, at 12:55 UTC, the Fermi Gamma Ray Space Telescope detected a burst of high-energy gamma rays. It was brief, lasting just under a second, but incredibly intense. It was designated GRB 230906A. The automated systems alerted astronomers around the world. The hunt was on. Fermi GBM detected a short gamma-ray burst. The initial data showed a multi-peak structure, with the main burst lasting about 0.9 seconds. This was characteristic of a short GRB. the signature of a neutron star merger. But to learn anything more, astronomers needed to pinpoint its exact location. That would require more telescopes. The Fermi GBM light curves in two energy bands showed hard X-rays and gamma rays. Fermi alone couldn't provide a precise location. But other spacecraft also detected the burst: Conus Wind, Astrosat, and others. Together, they formed the interplanetary network, triangulating the burst's position to a region of the sky. Within hours, other observatories began turning toward that region. SWIFT is designed for exactly this kind of event. Within hours, it began targeted observations of the GRB's location. Its X-ray telescope detected a faint X-ray source, the afterglow of the explosion. But the localization wasn't precise enough to identify a host galaxy. SWIFT has initiated a TOU observation of the IPN GRB 230906A. Automated analysis of the XRT data will be presented online. The hunt was on, but the target remained elusive within a broad field of stars. SWIFT's UV optical telescope looked for an optical afterglow. It found nothing down to a limiting magnitude of 22.8. This was a clue. The burst might be very distant, or the afterglow might be very faint, or both. No optical afterglow consistent with the XRT position is detected in the initial UVOT exposures. The silence in the optical spectrum hinted at a phenomenon occurring at the very edge of the observable universe. SWIFT's XRT gave an approximate position, but to find the host galaxy, astronomers needed much greater precision. They needed the sharpest X-ray eyes in the sky, the Chandra X-ray Observatory. Without the Chandra X-ray Observatory, the faint host galaxy might have been overlooked entirely. Chandra represents the pinnacle of resolution, capable of seeing what all others miss. Chandra X-ray Observatory has the highest resolution of any X-ray telescope ever built. On September 11, 2023, it was pointed at the location of GRB 230906A for a 19.8 kilosecond observation. We carried out a Chandra target of opportunity observation using the ASIS-S camera with a total exposure of 19.8 ksothers. Within that data, astronomers found exactly what they were looking for. At the location SWIFT had identified, Chandra detected a clear X-ray source. It showed signs of fading, a classic afterglow signature. The position was pinpointed to within 0.8 arcseconds, precise enough to identify the host galaxy. At the location of the SWIFT XRT candidate afterglow, we detect a clear X-ray source at the northeast edge of the XRT localization. This fading confirmed the nature of the event, a dying ember of a cosmic cataclysm. But here's where things got interesting. When astronomers looked at survey images of the Chandra position, they saw nothing. No bright galaxy, no obvious host. This was unusual. Short GRBs usually occur in galaxies. Where was this one? We note that there is no obvious host galaxy at this location in the Legacy survey, although multiple sources exist within a few arcseconds. The source had been found, but its home remained a ghost, a cosmic puzzle that demanded even more powerful eyes. If there was a host galaxy, it had to be very faint. Astronomers turned to the Hubble Space Telescope for the deepest possible optical and infrared imaging. What they found surprised them. Once Chandra told them exactly where to look, researchers used Hubble to reveal something remarkable. The researchers then used Hubble to reveal a tiny, extremely faint galaxy at that exact position. Once Chandra told them exactly where to look, the researchers then used Hubble to reveal a tiny, extremely faint galaxy at that position. There it was, a tiny, faint galaxy, so dim that it had escaped detection in all previous surveys. It was located about 8.5 billion light-years away, meaning the light had been traveling for most of the universe's history. This was one of the faintest galaxies ever associated with a short gamma-ray burst. The Chandra data gave the researchers an even more accurate position, revealed a tiny, extremely faint galaxy at that position. At 8.5 billion light-years, GRB 230906A occurred when the universe was about half its current age. This is one of the most distant, short GRBs ever identified, and its host galaxy was unlike any GRB host seen before. Compared with standard GRB galaxies, its faintness, compact size, and color would suggest a high redshift host. The researchers noted that its faintness and color suggested a very distant, high redshift environment. The Hubble image revealed one tiny galaxy. But was it alone? Astronomers turned to the Very Large Telescope in Chile. Using its powerful MUSE spectrograph to study the region in greater depth,
What they found was extraordinary. Those observations showed that the faint galaxy detected by the Hubble wasn't alone. It was part of a group of galaxies. The researchers found it was part of a group, a completely different environment than any previously identified GRB host. The faint galaxy wasn't isolated. It was part of a group, a collection of galaxies interacting with each other. These galaxies showed clear signs of gravitational disturbance and mergers. It was a chaotic cosmic dance. The researchers found that the GRB came from a galaxy in an extended tidal stream of gas, dust, and stars. This tidal stream was almost 600,000 light-years long, an immense structure formed by galaxy collisions. When galaxies interact, their gravity pulls material into long, thin streams called tidal tails. This group had a massive tidal stream stretching 600,000 light-years, 6 times the diameter of our own Milky Way. And within that stream, in a tiny galaxy formed from the debris, GRB 230906A occurred. The tiny galaxy that hosted this neutron star collision is embedded within a stream of gas that stretches some 600,000 light-years long. When galaxies collide, it seems destructive, but it's also creative. The gravitational forces compress gas, triggering waves of new star formation. The material pulled into tidal streams becomes the birthplace of new stars, and eventually, new neutron stars. This stream was likely created when a group of galaxies collided hundreds of millions of years ago, stripping gas and dust from the galaxies and tossing it into intergalactic space. The team reconstructed the timeline. About 700 million years ago, the galaxy group collided, triggering a burst of star formation in the tidal stream. Massive stars were born in binary systems. They lived fast and died young, exploding as supernovae and leaving behind neutron stars. Over hundreds of millions of years, those neutron stars spiraled together, and finally, in 2023, they merged. The team said they suspect the neutron stars that collided were born during a surge of star formation, triggered by the galactic merger roughly 700 million years ago. The team said they suspect the neutron stars that collided were born during a surge of star formation, triggered by the galactic merger roughly 700 million years ago. The researchers called it a merger within a merger. The galaxy collision set the stage. The neutron-star collision was the final act. This was the first time a short gamma-ray burst had been linked to such an environment. A tiny galaxy born from the debris of a larger collision. This is the first time astronomers associated this type of signal with such a large-scale galactic interaction. For decades, scientists wondered where the universe's heaviest elements come from. Hydrogen and helium were made in the Big Bang. Carbon and oxygen were made in stars. Iron is forged in supernovae. But elements heavier than iron, gold, platinum, uranium, require a different process. Neutron star mergers create kilonova explosions that foster what's called the R process. R process refers to rapid neutron capture, nuclear reactions that create about half of the atomic nuclei heavier than iron. The R process, rapid neutron capture, requires an environment with an enormous flux of neutrons. Neutron star mergers provide exactly that. In the violent collision, nuclei capture neutrons faster than they can decay, building up to the heaviest elements in the periodic table. Through a chain of nuclear reactions, a collision between two neutron stars can produce heavy elements like gold and platinum. Every atom of gold on Earth, every wedding ring, every necklace, every gold bar, was forged in an event exactly like GRB 230906A. The gold atoms that now adorn your body were scattered across space billions of years ago, eventually coalescing into the cloud that formed our solar system. The gold that we have on Earth was produced in an explosive event of this nature. The heavy elements in our body, like iron for example, come from about 10,000 stars. The iron in your blood was forged in supernovae. The oxygen you breathe was made in massive stars, and the trace amounts of gold in your body, yes, you have gold in you, came from neutron star mergers. We are not just stardust, we are neutron stardust. It took billions of years, but that iron persisted on Earth. And as our bodies formed and evolved, they used that material.
Astronomers had noticed a puzzle. Some stars in the outer regions of galaxies, far from where supernovae typically occur, contain surprisingly high amounts of heavy elements like gold. How did they get there? GRB 230906A may provide the answer. This latest discovery may help solve open questions as to how those precious elements are sometimes outside galaxies. GRB 230906A occurred in a tidal stream far from any major galaxy. When its neutron stars merged, they scattered heavy elements into intergalactic space. Those elements could later be incorporated into new stars forming in the stream. This could explain how gold and platinum end up in distant stellar populations. This discovery opens up a new possibility. Short GRBs might occur not just in large galaxies, but in tiny galaxies formed from tidal debris. Some previously hostless GRBs, events with no identified host galaxy, might actually be in these faint, overlooked systems. This discovery reveals new homes for these cosmic collisions. In about 4.5 billion years, our own Milky Way galaxy will collide with Andromeda. When that happens, tidal streams will form, new stars will be born, and billions of years later, neutron stars in those streams may merge, creating gamma-ray bursts, forging gold and platinum, and scattering heavy elements across intergalactic space. GRB 230906A taught us something profound. Destruction and creation are linked across cosmic scales. Galaxy collisions create tidal streams. Tidal streams create stars. Stars create neutron stars. Neutron stars merge and forge gold. And that gold ends up in planets, in life, in us. The next time you see a gold ring, remember where it came from. Not from a mine, not from the Earth's crust, but from the collision of dead stars in a distant galaxy 8.5 billion years ago. We are all made of cosmic violence. Thank you for joining us on this journey across 8.5 billion light years. If this story inspired you, share it. Comment below. What element in your body fascinates you most?